Good morning, good afternoon, traders, and everyone out there in cyberspace land. It is the 11th of December 2008, time for an update from MySpace Secrets. If you are trading the market, be very, very careful. December is actually what I term a speculator's dream. Why? There's a lot of speculators in the market in December. The hedge funds are now packed up and gone. They won't be back until the next year, and this will cause lighter volume. We'll see big ups, big downs on markets, and something that's very likely in end of November through to December is the market jostles around a lot. Now, you saw a lot of positivity today with the progress of this $15 billion loan package for the US automakers. I mean, how stupid it is. How stupid is it? They're worrying about the fate of the auto industry, and they're simply just going to pump and pump and pump them again. What a joke. But at the moment, there's still a lack of unity as to whether something will happen or not on the auto bailout. And that's kind of why the market came down a little bit and then went up again. Look, a collapsed US auto industry would lead to defaults to over $1 trillion in corporate bonds and credit default swaps and all sorts of other things. But you want to know what the worst thing is? If they spend all this money bailing them out, and these companies are just likely to fail down the track anyway, and you're just prolonging its death. Interesting too, last night, gold actually went up. It even popped the $800 an ounce level. Is there more downside possibly for gold? Yes, very possible, because we are still in the middle of this deflationary period. But as I keep saying, longer term gold is a very safe haven and one of those safe bets I've been talking about since day one. And no, we are not in a bull market. No matter what people are telling you, don't listen. Even if you see a little Christmas rally go on here, we are still in a bear market, which means we are going to go lower. And it still is not really surprising for me that people don't realize that a depression is coming on thick and hard. But these people will see this. It'll happen, and they'll actually realize it further down the track. There's a lot of people that are not in the know, and they will see it happen slowly, and then wham, it will hit hard. I guarantee it. Bankruptcies in all these companies and credit defaults are going to cause a domino effect and result in failures and job losses, slowdowns, and things will just deteriorate, as you are starting to see already. Now, an important thing I must add, and this is very crucial, is a lot of people think all this is a conspiracy theory. It is not. You will start to see in 2009 to 2010 a lot of things coming out, a lot of things brought to light about shadow governments. There will be a lot of whistleblowers come out and explain what has been happening all these years. A lot of these dark project and power control policies will be brought to light. And from what I'm being told is there will be some of these whistleblowers come out. The reason being is they want to release the information and bring the truth to light, which I hope will happen really soon. But the reason they're doing this is so further down the line there's not harsh repercussions for these people for revealing the truth, instead of people just finding out, which is going to happen anyway. The truth about all these derivatives and all these technical terms and all these blatant Ponzi schemes that are set up on Wall Street will be brought to light. There has been extreme things being done. There's a lot of traders out there that have created this massive fraud, and they'll try everything to engineer and get people to think that other people are to blame. Let's take what I've been talking about the coming or the upcoming credit card implosion that'll be far-reaching and have serious repercussions. Not just credit cards, I think it will be debit cards as well. And when they start to lose the big money and they can't collect it, well, that's not going to be a very good situation. And it's going to cause serious problems, because as people travel and people that rely on their credit card, what happens when these people go overseas and want to buy something or order something and there's card rejection? People can't get money out. They can't buy tickets. They can't buy petrol. And I mean, it could make a lot of people angry and could be an onset of something more violent protests that'll happen. These are the things that are real and are serious and are on the cards in the short term and will have serious effects. You know, all these people that think they can abuse their credit cards, for example, withdraw cash and not have to pay back in the future, you know, just ramping up your big credit card bills and not having to worry about the bill is catastrophic. Even if some of these major credit card companies go down or go under, it doesn't mean that your debts will just be cleanly wiped off the cards. In any of these situations, it's very possible for a sponsored collection agency or some sort of government to step in, and you will have to pay that money back. And people, as time moves on, and the culprits who set all of this up will begin to basically attempt to extradite themselves and have people whittle themselves down and try and start it all over. And the reason for this is because when people start to wake up, when they really wake up to what has been going on, and I mean real insider knowledge comes out, and increasing because of radio and internet and all sorts of media, look out. Even some of the bigwigs that know they're in trouble will actually come out and release small bits of the truth too. The reason being is, if possible at all, that they don't want to be caught with their pants down. And you must admit, it is scary to think what people will do when they find out about what has been going on. Anyway, people around the world, thank you for your comments. We have had some historical times this year, but more historical times are coming down the track in 2009 and 2010, which is the understatement, I must admit. But this is an epic period that we are living in, with the pressures that are faced across the globe. And looking back years from now, this will be seen as monumental. Please, I urge you to stay safe. Stay with me here. My email link is to the side on the right if you have some questions. Enjoy your day, and I'll update you very soon. Thank you. Bye.